What's going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, today you are in for a treat because your boy is getting ready to barbecue. Look at my gear. For the rest of the time, we're gonna have a conversation about some of the biggest lessons I've learned about being married. One of the biggest lessons I've learned so far about being married is that you are 100% in the service and blessing business. My goal is essentially to find the best ways to outbless my wife. If she continues to feel blessed, continues to feel encouraged, continues to have a good attitude, continues to just feel good about herself, she in turn helps to make me feel good, and everybody is great. So look, stay tuned if you want to hear some of the other lessons that I have learned in my short period of time of being married. And if you want to see what your boy produces on the grill, let's get it. Hello, my name is Bella, and y'all don't really know me that well. I'm the doggy of the house. Yeah, and so Sharon has been, oh my God, smell something. Never mind. I got a short attention span, but Sharon has been married to my mama probably for about 9 months, and today he want to talk to y'all about some lessons he learned about my mama. I love them together. Okay, y'all, I almost gotta go. Follow me for more tips like this at my broke best friend on Instagram, because I gotta go. Bye. That dog really tickles my soul, cracks me up every single time. I mean, she really don't do anything productive but go outside, take naps, and look cute. That's all she do. But anyway, let me get back to it. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome. My name is Sean Harness. Professionally, I am an engineer, also a business strategist, really a business executive that is also a millennial. I started this channel some time ago, mainly because I kept having a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues, a lot of mentees coming to me saying, hey, you know what? You are very smart in a lot of these specific areas. Why don't you give that back to the world? Tell the world what you've learned over your time that can potentially help someone else. So this is why I started this channel. The goal of this channel is essentially for you to gain wealth. I call it the Harness Wealth Channel, right? So what that means is that I have a lot of focus, a huge focus on helping you to earn your best from a financial perspective. We have a lot of conversations about career and about personal finance, but also about feeling and looking your best as well. A lot of lifestyle conversations that I've learned over time related to fitness, related to what to eat, related to mental health, things of that nature. That's what this channel is about. Hey guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up if you found value in this content. Also, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I get ready to post new content. And lastly, share this video with someone that you feel that can benefit from the information. Cool? All right, let's get it. Check this out. I've already seasoned a couple of things that I have marinated in the fridge, but I got a couple other things that I'm gonna make actually for the wifey because she's on a new cleanse and she's only eating certain things. So if you see here, I've got some asparagus, right? I've got some broccolini. Broccolini is for me, the asparagus is mainly for her. I got some sweet potatoes, and I've got some turkey cutlets. In the fridge, what I have for myself, I've got some steaks and I got some lamb chops, and I have some chicken sausages. The wifey is probably only gonna eat the vegetables and probably only gonna eat the turkey cutlets, which is cool because I like steak and I like lamb. We in the backyard, getting ready to get to it. I already set up the grill. This is the moment of truth here, as most of my grillers know. If we can get the fire going. Sit here and have a little convo with y'all while the fire is getting hot. A lot of people when I barbecue always ask me what's in the bottle. Can't tell you what's in the bottle, but if you barbecue, I want to hear in the comments, what do you think is in this bottle? Right? Because I use this while I'm barbecuing. But anyway, so look, man, it's been a minute. And I'm excited to get back here and get back on here and really get to it with you guys. This is essentially something that I like to do during the week. One is I like to spend time with family. Two, obviously, I love to cook. So a lot of people don't know that about me. I cook a lot. And third, I like to travel. But in this case, today, I'm getting ready to cook a little bit. Fun fact about me, my dad was a chef. He was actually a chef in the Army. And in reference to me cooking, I've learned actually from him, and I feel like I picked it up. I remember a sermon a while back when I was in Detroit. I was living in Detroit, and I went to a sermon that was talking about how your name, right? In your name, like say your last name, sometimes you have something that your family is known for. My family, I'll say specifically my father first, is known for being someone who is a businessman, an entrepreneur, but also a chef. He was a chef in the Army. Mom was essentially an educator, but more so at the child care level. She's opened up a lot of child care centers. And my mom is actually a baker. So, you know, it's funny that I started to put out these YouTube videos to teach you guys what I've learned about certain things. And then also I'm beginning to start to get into more of these cooking videos, which again, going back to my point here, is that in the name, you know, mom known for teaching things, dad's known for cooking, mom's also known for cooking. So those are things that I'm also passionate about. So getting back to the conversation, man. All right, let me pull up my chair here. One of the first things that I learned throughout my process is that it's important to learn how to be vulnerable. Learning how to be vulnerable was very tough because it's not something that comes second nature. That was something for me that I had to learn over time and learn that it was okay to be not okay with certain elements that of how I grew up, what I was taught, what I felt like was important in my child life, but also in my adult life. But I've learned that the more you communicate, the more you be vulnerable with your significant other, the more you're able to kind of get past a lot of rough disagreements, because, you know, you learn to be timely about when you're gonna talk about certain things or what type of tone you have about certain conversations. All real important if you're looking to really just be real thorough about communication. You know, another thing that I learned is that, and this is very timely right now, essentially where we are in today's society, is that you definitely have to have a plan with your money. And when I say that, you know, a lot of people feel like, hey, I'm going to marry up, or I'm going to get married, and if I'm broke right now, I'm going to get married and I'm going to be rich, or I'm going to be more well off. And I don't really agree with that. I feel like if you were broke before and you didn't manage money very well before, and your significant other is the same way, you're probably going to be the same way after you get married. When I think about that, I think about, okay, you got two people that get married, right? One person may be better with money than the other one. Sometimes it's best to have that person manage certain parts of the money. What we do something a little bit different, mainly because I feel like we're both pretty good with finance, we're pretty good with managing money. I have my own money, she has her own money, and then we also have a pot that we put money in to pay for certain bills that we share. That's kind of what we do. So another one I think is really big that a lot of people sleep on is that it's really important for you to have your own life. As you're kind of going into a process of really getting this deep, long-lasting relationship with someone, you know, I feel like it's important for you guys to have time apart, and you have things that you're into too. What I notice is that as we're starting to really spend a ton of time together, because essentially, you know, we spend a lot of time with each other at home. I mean, we still go out on a lot of dates and things like that, but we're up under each other a lot. I feel like it's very important for you, if you're spending a lot of time with someone, to also spend some time apart, because it gives you a little bit of time to kind of reset and just have some alone time, or have some fellas time, or have some ladies time, or have, you know, that time just to really just reset. You know, I moved here from out of state, right? I moved here from Chicago. Some of you guys may know that, but I moved here from Chicago. Very different here in Houston. I actually really love it here in Houston, but it's different. I'm still kind of finding my way. I'm still kind of getting to know people. I'm still kind of really just figuring things out. And with that being said, I think that it has been important for me to be able to do that on my own. And mainly because I don't want to interrupt. I have a good conversation with one of my friends, and he and I talk about the fact that when you go into a long-lasting relationship, it's like you're jumping in, they have their own life, you have your own life, but how do you guys come together and bring your lives together? You know, another thing that I learned is that it's very important to keep an open mind. And when I say that, as you grow up, right, you grow up different than your significant other. I grew up different than my wife. And because of that, we have certain things that we picked up. She picked up that, say, I didn't pick up. So one thing about her is that she tends to be very structured in certain elements. Now, she could be more loose, you know, less stringent, but sometimes she's a lot more structured, especially as it relates to food, right? For me, I'm a little bit less structured when it comes to food. So for me, I'm like, hey, if it's something in the kitchen, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna cook it and we gonna be good. Either you cook or I cook. So one thing we implemented, which I think is quite interesting, I'm gonna show it to y'all. So y'all, let me take y'all in here and show y'all a little something that we implemented, right? Talk about being structured. So we have this calendar of food, right? From Monday all the way to Sunday. So Monday is Nina's day. Tuesday, you go on your own. Wednesday, you know, Thursday, my day, so on and so forth. What I have noticed is this was my way to meet in the middle. And when I say that, I really didn't want to do that, but she kind of did. So I said, okay, you know what? All right, cool. Let's find a way to be a little bit more structured with food. It kind of makes her feel a little bit more comfortable so that she's contributing, I'm contributing, everybody's happy. Another thing I've learned is things are not always what they seem. People always say that relationships are 50-50. I disagree. I feel like relationships are actually supposed to be 100-100, meaning that sometimes when your partner is off, you got to be on. So in that case, sometimes there may be a Monday, that's Nina's day. A Monday, that's Nina's day. On a Monday, it may be her day to cook. But if she is tired and she cannot do it, guess who's gonna cook? I'm gonna cook. And why am I gonna cook? Again, going back to the original lesson I said that I learned, being in the blessing business, nobody is happy if she has to force herself to cook while she's tired. I'm gonna pick up the reins and I'm gonna cook. And although I might be tired as well, she's probably more tired. So because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the reins. I'm gonna cook and everybody's gonna be happy. Boom. All right, y'all, we kind of got the food out there kind of doing its thing. Let me show y'all what I'm about to get going in the kitchen. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do this asparagus, and let me just get the camera set up. So what we gonna do with this asparagus, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little cutting board. Going back to what I was saying, like, yeah, things are not always what they seem, man. Sometimes you gotta just jump in and you gotta be the hero of the family. And it's not that you're trying to show off. Well, you kind of are trying to show off, but you're doing it with a good spirit. Being able to do something with a good spirit and just following through with that, man, it's just so important, I feel like, because we begin to do stuff and you begin to expect something back and you have that type of spirit. I kind of think about that just in life, is that's just not a good way to kind of vibe. And so the last thing that I feel like is important that I want to talk to you guys about is just the idea that you got to learn your partner's communication style. You know, I feel like over time, I had to learn that, you know, myself, because I communicate much differently. Reminds me of business sometimes because, you know, being a person who is an American who works in business, you know, a lot of times Americans, we're kind of like, hey, look, let's get to the point, let's get this over with. But, you know, when you start to travel, like when I started to travel the globe, what I started to realize is that other cultures, let's say Mexicans or people in South America, or, you know, just different places, even Europe sometimes, you know, it's people want to warm up to the conversation sometimes. For me, that was new for me because, you know, I'm like, hey, look, let's get this going. Like, I want to go to execution mode. I want to go to solve mode because, you know, I'm an engineer. I'm a business person by trade. Hey, that's the steak. Get y'all a little preview of the situation here. That's the steak. We got some lamb chops going on here. Got a pretty nice color to them, right? We got the asparagus. I have one chicken sausage, and then I've got the turkey chops for the wifey. You know, I'm probably gonna steal one because they look pretty good. Look at the color on them joints, though. All right, y'all. So the wifey is back. She is back in the building. She is anxiously awaiting her meal.
You talking too long. Go home.
She hungry. I ate my meal already.
Hey, that smells so good.
Yeah, you didn't eat that on there. You didn't even taste it before you put that on there.
Babe, I know. It's good.
Jeez.
It's good.
Is it approved?
Mm-hmm.
She said it's approved, y'all.
Everything good.
Hey guys, thank you for checking me out today. And thank you for continuing to rock with me. Like, I love y'all. We love y'all. So look, if you found value in this video, be sure to hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when I get ready to post a new video. And until then, peace, y'all.